news broke out that the Canadiens let go of their head athletic therapists and their head physiotherapist.
Expected.
Surprise.
I said it months ago. Change is going to happen in the medical staff.
But they really like
what happened? Fired. They didn't even resign. They fired.
No, they can't resign. They let them go.
Dude, like that's serious shit.
But to me, you see, this we
it's
talk
a Gorton
about
move. I'm sure.
I think so too.
I think so. Yeah.
And
it's one of those Gorton things.
But this is the thing where it's like, I feel like more than ever, this particular move might be the last. I don't know if I want to call it a missing piece, but the last necessary change that this management need to do to finally take us to the next level.
I think so.
I truly believe that now. And I don't want to jump the gun and be like, oh, we're gonna have 0 man games lost from now on. Like that's not what I'm saying. But Jesus Christ, when you go from it, look, we're always gonna have the debate where it's like, is it their fault or is it the players' fault? Is it a mixture of both? But
it's usually a mixture, I would think.
It's a mixture of both. Look, it's like the fact that they brought in advanced analytics.
We never had advanced analytics.
Exactly. So he's really revamping every department, and the medical staff is part of that. So that's
but
we're going to see even perhaps more changes or more, additions, for example, or different procedures. There's going to be changes for sure.
But like, listen, he brought in a development.
That too, yeah.
Coach.
That's new.
He's bringing in analytics. Now he's changed the medical staff. It's like, I truly think in terms of like the head office or even, Zook disappeared. So I really feel like, I don't know. I have a good feeling about this.
Honestly, if it were up to me, you find every corner. I don't care if the guy's sweeping in the basement of the Bell Center. Anybody that Marc Bergevin hired, out, or you have to go under a severe revision. We're gonna do a cleansing. We bring in people.
What about
from,
the people just greet you at the door?
We do fucking cleansing. Out, exactly. You sold tickets? You scanned tickets?
Get out.
New regime in the house.
Yeah, this needs to happen. And, nobody likes hearing news about somebody losing their job. But at some point in time, there's got to be accountability somewhere. But then you also hear the players were like, this is a bit shocking to us. It's like,
but they're not going to say otherwise, are they?
I get it, and I understand that, but
fucking sucked. Imagine.
But like this, it's. Fuck! I got a good feeling about this move, though. Like, so I really do. Like,
I'm curious to see
can't get any worse.
Who's next, or what's next? That's what I'm curious to see. Who's going to replace?
Not 2 years of breaking records for most man games lost in a season. That's what's next.
It's not even that, Sam. Though it's the fact that they allowed players to make certain decisions, like play games that they teams that they were in and they were already injured. They knew they were injured, but they let them play. Like things like that. You can't fucking.
No, you can't
come back early.
You cannot do that.
But or come back early, or
come back early.
So who came back early? Caden Gooley came back early once.
A little early. Monahan
for sure.
Doc,
Doc. Yeah, Doc. What the fuck was that? He was sick, and then all of a sudden, his legs broke off or something like that. I don't know.
The sheer amount of fuck ups. Seriously, I say cost us a minimum of another first round pick. Whether it would have been okay, Monahan is maybe a little bit of a stretch because he really wasn't healthy for a significant amount of time. But Edmondson, Jesus, he came back like a game before the trade deadline. Had that guy been and I think it was Edmonton that we were mentioning. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't a guy like Edmondson look really good on the blue line over there? He would have been such a good fit. I guarantee. I could almost. We're betting nuts again.
They were interested in
right. You pick boys, but I say we get another first round pick if we don't have as many injuries. There's one guy. There's at least one guy on that roster of injured players.
For me, it's Monahan.
Yeah, it's Monahan. And it's fucking Edmondson. One or the other. Pick.
I think the only one they made the right call was actually Caulfield.
Yeah. Well, even him though, they let him play a game while he was injured. And that's not a fucking good thing.
Well, like 20 games injured.
But
it was 20 games injured.
They said I'm pretty sure if they were competing, he would have been able to. He would have continued playing if they were competing for the season. Like if they were going to make playoffs.
Yeah,
so it couldn't be. I mean, you can't mess that up that badly. I don't think it's as bad as maybe people make it out to be. If they were going to allow them to continue if they were in playoffs.
Yeah, right. I think so. But at the end of the day, a lot of these players, I mean, just look what Matthew Tkachuk did. Look what Aaron Ekblad did. Look what Gudas did as well. You know, even in Dallas Stars, them too.
Yeah, but
these players are going to play in the playoffs if they're injured.
You got to remember, though, Sam, these guys are on long contracts too, which, let's say they're young and they're playing injured and something happens that fucking gets their injury even worse, and then they can't play for their 8-9-year contracts. They're stuck at 3 years. Yeah, but it's costing the teams money and shit like that. So, like, the medical staff is a vital part of the puzzle of the team, in my opinion.
It's huge.
If you have that fucked up, you're gonna risk your contracts, you're gonna risk your stars, your prospects, your players, and create a lot of bottlenecks in the future, right? So I think it's a positive change now that those two guys left.
It's massive. It's massive. It's unfortunate.
We'll see if processes change, you know, if there's more communications with the media, what the problems are, things like that. You know, I'm looking forward to see.
You think
because I always find they're the only team that's like a mystery fucking thing. Like, oh, he's mysteriously not playing tonight. He has a mystery fucking illness. That's not how you fucking
mystery injury. He's got a mystery injury.
And then they play 2 games later and then off for 2 weeks. It's like
a missed injury. I don't know.
No, things like that need to change, man. And
they'll never reveal the actual injury. They'll just say upper body or lower body.
Yeah, but there's ways. I'm sure there's ways to improve that.
He's got a fucking dislocated disc in his.
Whatever, man. Like none of these mystery bullshits.
His fucking tailbone.
His Caulfield injured. Well, he's been with too many women here in Montreal. His lower back, he's got a slip disc.
Whatever it
I'd
is,
I'd actually believe that more than fucking the shit that they put out, to be honest with you.
There you go. Because it removes this fucking rumor bullshit that flies on Twitter. Can't stand that shit.
Yeah, but
if you have a clear communication from the team to your fans, then all that noise is
okay. You want to talk about
noise.